I did that wrong. I'll probably just sim, yeah, because I don't want to play this many minutes.
Also in Season 4, Lunar New Year. For the first
I'm
time
going to turn my minutes all the way down.
new cards available featuring players born in the year of the rabbit.
And speaking of new cards, we are stoked for the new way to take over in my team with Galaxy Opal, E.G. and Leanne.
Earn E by collecting 10 takeover players and earning 5 event cards from the Lunar New Year agendas.
It's the year of the rabbit, so...
No, we're going to play this game. Because I got plenty of time. I got 2 hours, bro.
Not even close.
How many TikTok followers do you think she
Alright,
has?
let me leave this party I'm in.
I think she wins.
How many TikTok followers does she have?
A lot of focus on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything...
Rangers making a change here. Barnes is checked in. So for Toronto right now, we've got Fred VanVleet. Siakam is out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Barnes, and it's Trent in at the 3 spot. Barnes against Bay. The 3, and that's good for 3 points. A shot from Barnes.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
To Cunningham. Pass to Duran. 5 on the clock. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And guys, one of the issues for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yes, the last few years, the rules changes have tended to benefit the offenses. This evens things out a bit.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Marvin Bagley's checked in for Duran. Miles Bridges comes in for Isaiah Stewart. And Hayes subbed in for Ivy.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Here's Bagley.
2 minutes.
Back to Cunningham. Bay wide open, and he fires. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Cunningham's got 3 assists tonight. Barnes looking around. A 3-pointer is right on target. Barnes has got 6.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Bridges kicks to Hayes. Pass to Bagley. Buries it down low.
Watching Hayes, he keeps his eyes up, always looking for a better shot, either for himself or his teammates.
And the foul called on Cade Cunningham. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Detroit making a switch here. Amba's checked in. 1:04 left in the first quarter. The 3 from Barnes gets it to go from beyond the arc. He's got 9. Here's Cunningham. Last game he had 28 points. Bridges outside. Back to Cunningham. Pass to Bridges. Outside, Bagley. The pass to Cunningham. 4 on the shot clock. Shoots from the high post. Rebound by the Raptors.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And that one's good, Barnes.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Pistons trail by 5. And Shake and Bake picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Team 4.
24 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
The question is, do you leave him in? Obviously, you don't want him to pick up a 3rd foul this early.
First trip to the line for him here. First one falls for him.
You know, this team leans on Cade Cunningham for so many things, and he's built to carry the load.
Flynn's checked in for Toronto.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
And that one's good, Barnes.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Pass to Hayes. It's tipped, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession.
Basketball. Into the lineup for the Raptors, Garrett Trent Jr.
Here's Bagley. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game, and Shake and Bake picks up the foul. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
Hey,
that one is no good.
Very surprising he couldn't capitalize on those shots. You don't see that often.
And so it's Toronto with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. From beyond the arc, they've been absolutely tremendous.
19.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Taking a look here at the Raptors' performance here, guys. What have they been doing or not doing, in your opinion?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Reason why, excellent spacing. They may not stay this hot all game, but hard to bet against them.
We've got Durham. Isaiah Stewart out there with Miles Bridges. Then there's Hayes, and it's Ivy in at the 2 spot. They're the group Detroit to start the second one.
And that's his 4th foul, and we're not even at halftime. That is going to limit his playing time and his aggressiveness the rest of the game.
Bays checked in for Bridges. Siakam is checked in for Toronto. OG Anunoby comes in for Flynn. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse. In 2019, he helped lead the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says, it means a lot to me that this city and this country loves this team so much. We can go out there and give them something to be proud of. Of course, Kevin, he's been a key part of that success. Back to you.
Maybe the single most important part of their success, D.A. Thank you so much. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Toronto.
For me, they're turning defense into offense.
Game in Detroit. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here.
52. The Raptors. 52.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could... And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Steve Smith, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in.
That's how you become a starter.
The upcoming 6th annual NBA 2K League draft is coming up on January 26th. And today we're joined by Brendan Donahue, president of the 2K League, to talk all things competitive 2K. Brendan, welcome back to the show.
Thanks, my friend. Good to see you, Chris. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. First off, I want to talk a little bit about this upcoming draft. What can we expect from the 6th annual draft?
Yeah.
Here in the middle part of the season, Grant, what are the biggest challenges for players?
Well, BA, it's mental, physical, and emotional fatigue. Night in and night out, you have to stay focused. But the amount of games teams play, all those back-to-backs, traveling across the country, bringing it every time out can be difficult.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Toronto Raptors. Trent Jr. and Anunoby out on the wings. Chris Boucher out there with Pascal Siakam. And it's Barnes in at the point. And you can tell how much these fans here in Memphis love their Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, BA, ever since they moved here in 2001, these fans have been so loyal. And the players are also enjoy playing here. Memphis is a fun-loving city with great barbecue and a lot of character. You don't want to let them get into a rhythm from out there.
On the wing, Bane. Pass to Williams. Back to Bane. No one near him. Just 5 on the clock. They get the rebound. Here's Jackson. Soft touch off the glass.
I love the strength shown by Jackson there, refusing to let the defense have the last word.
Here's Barnes. His last outing, he had 24 points. Fires the three, and that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Morant, the pass to Williams. Back to Morant. And he buries his first look.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Low resistance to the finish line.
Yeah, taking the onus on himself to make something happen. Got it into the teeth of the defense and made them pay.
Boy, not a bad beginning. 3 for 4 from the floor. Pretty good start.
Outside Bane. Pass to Adams. Now Williams. Here's an 8-footer. On the wing, Bane. Over Trent. And the shot falls short that time.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Barnes, it's good.
They've really come out swinging, hitting 4 of their first 5 shots.
For Memphis, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Morant, the pass to Williams. Now here's Jackson, covered by Boucher. Williams from long range, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Barnes, no good. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Out of bounds, the Raptors will take it. Aldama's checked in for Adams. Achua's checked in for Toronto. Fred VanVleet comes in for Trent. The Raptors with a lead. Outside Barnes. From deep. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Outside Bane. Pass to Williams. Outside Morant. Fires the 3. Pascal Siakam with a rebound. The Raptors have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. And now it seems Siakam is in his prime. How do you see his place in the league, Grant?
Well, I really like him, but he seems to be an elite second option. Not sure if you want to build an entire offense around him, but certainly has proven to be an important piece to a championship-level team.
Williams, he's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Barnes, it's good.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Jackson, pass to Morant. Here's the teardrop. Unable to get that one. And Toronto will go the other way with it. They're getting their first look of the season at the Grizzlies in this one.
In 2 games last season, they had a hard time against this team, both at home and on the road.
You know, they may have lost some confidence coming off those losses last year. They know their roster is similarly talented. You wonder if that provides extra motivation in this matchup this season.
Now here's Bane. His scoring ability is impressive, averaging 20 a game. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Morant with the bucket. Morant's got 5.
Morant doesn't need the three-point shot to be effective. There's so much more to his game, but when it's dropping, he's lethal.
Outside Barnes. Launches a 3. Oh, with the clock running down, he nails a big shot.
Big shot taker, big shot maker.
Woo! That is a way to fire him up, fire up the team. What a
And so it's the Toronto Raptors in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. And they've got a comfortable lead, in large part due to their three-point shooting. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a very convincing performance from the Raptors so far.
With their offense clicking on all cylinders, they own that first quarter.
That's exactly the start you want. You take complete command. Now you've got to maintain that focus.
Max Strus is out there with Tyus Jones. Then it's Xavier Tillman. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Bane in at the 3. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter.
And guys, so many great players coming out of Canada. The Raptors have converted a nation, not just watching basketball, but to playing it as well.
And here's Memphis. It's a 14-point game. And he's going for the lob. No good that time.
Well, he saw the play coming together, but the timing was just a little off.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
Think back to those early Raptors jerseys, big dinosaur. They admit it was aimed at the kids.
Yeah, of course. I mean, rather than win over the older hockey fans, they went after the younger generation, and now they're all grown up and packing the seats.
Barnes against Bane. For 3. They grab their own miss. Kicks it out to Barnes. For 3. And again for 3. Ooh, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
B.A., he's on fire.
Pass to Bane. Second quarter basketball. Just over a minute and a half played so far. Clock at 6. Back to Jones. From deep three-point range. And no good.
We all know he's a good shooter. But from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Bane finds Strus. And here's Jones. Second chance effort. And again, Memphis no good.
Boy, defense nowhere to be found, and neither was his shot at that time.
Bane against Barnes. That three's off the mark. And legacies are defined in the playoffs. Game to game, what's the measure of greatness for a star player in your mind, Grant?
Well, B.A., I think it's all about consistency. The great ones in this league historically bring it every night. They may have a bad game here or there, but for the most part, the energy, the effort, and the consistency is always there.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy, just struggling to make shots right now.
There's the three. And it's Tillman with a rebound. Tillman's got 4 rebounds now. The floater. Jones misses.
He's missed everything he's taken in this quarter, and it's making it very difficult for them to come back.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Pascal Siakam's play had dipped for a while after he got the big bag. He said, it was like, you got the max contract, but are you the guy? That's something I really struggled with. But there's still another level that I can get to, and I see myself as an all-star, and there's a lot more to unleash. Brian?
Yeah, just now entering his prime, Allie. Thank you. Timeout call. Memphis. No team has had to make more sacrifices than Toronto during the pandemic.
You are right about that, B.A. I mean, they had to change their...
Through one half, it hasn't even been close. Raptors out in front. They lead by...
At the end of the first half, with the score, your Grizzlies 25, the Raptors 43.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Toronto shooting an amazing 61%, looking confident. So for Toronto right now, Trent Jr. and Anunoby out on the wings. Pascal Siakam out there with Chris Boucher. And it's Barnes in at the point.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Outside Morant, pass to Williams. Jackson with it. Here's Morant. That one is off. Ooh, excellent D there from Barnes. There's the triple. Good! Another from 3.
All game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is nothing stopping his shot.
And you know this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game the world never forgets. Morant, the pass to Jackson. Now here's Williams. 5 to shoot. And Morant with the basket on the assist from Williams. Morant's got 10.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific...
Connects again from distance.
And with that made 3, he now stands alone for 3rd most threes in a single game.
Boy, he's been locked in, and it's been lights out for him all game long. What a shooting performance. Williams passes to Morant. Pass to Adams. Back to Morant. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Morant's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Steven Adams could care less about scoring. In fact, you get the sense he takes more pleasure from passing than scoring.
The offensive rebound. Outside Barnes. The 3 ball. And again for 3.
And of course it falls for him. And that 3 pushing him into the record books.
He is now tied for the most threes in a game. An incredible shooting night for him on a night we'll never forget. Jackson down low, covered by Boucher. Jackson gets the bucket.
I ain't catching up, I'm just
Jackson's got his
saying.
3rd basket of the night.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside. The son of an NBA player, Jaren Jackson Jr.
Ooh, that's
I
all.
actually played a bit with his dad, Jaren Sr. in Orlando back in the early 2000s, which means I'm old.
Raptors foul.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Tillman's checked in for Adams, and it's Jones in for Ja Morant. On defense, the Raptors. Williams' shot is good. And the Jacksons just the latest father-son NBA duo. Lots of great ones there, Grant.
So true, B.A. The Curry family might be the best ever. The Berries, including our own colleague Brent. The Thompsons with Clay in the league currently. Just some incredible NBA families to admire.
Snatched up. Another shot. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal foul.
Jaren Jackson picks one up.
Shooting for Toronto.
And he can't get the first one.
I think I'm done.
Substitution on the court.
Toronto has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Ja Morant is out there with Tyus Jones. Good! Another from 3.
Unbelievable. Gets the record with a beautiful 3.
A new single-game record and a night that everyone will remember the rest of their lives.
And the only thing that can slow down his three-point onslaught, a break and play.
This crowd can do nothing but watch in awe. He has been spectacular.
Almost unfathomable what we've seen in this arena tonight. This guy from range has been unbelievable.
Morant, the pass to Strus. Rejected by Barnes. Just over a minute played here in the fourth.
Whoa, gang!
Point range. For Memphis, they've gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Morant finds Jackson. Anunoby covering. Oh, nice D from Anunoby.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
The 3 from Barnes. The shot misses. Memphis shooting 40% from the field in this one. To the inside, Morant. And he was fouled in the act of shooting.
No! I'm done.
So it's the Raptors winning this one easily. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do. You have to try to take the crowd out of it.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. So long, everyone.
No lie, that was a good game. I got me like 4,000 VC built up now from just that.